Mike Jones Beats.
Gorilla edibles. And hey, don't forget the milk.
Somebody already got kicked. Dope. Somebody already got kicked. Dope.
Say the wrong thing and get the bags. With the force of everything that I have. Say the wrong thing and get the bags. Oh, now you niggas salty and you mad. Niggas say the wrong thing cuckoo, and get thrown out the conversation. Throw up 2 fingers and tell them, please don't keep the drama waiting. Bye. Donate to the cause and hit the cash app. And if you ain't got it, them likes are free. Go and smash that. BBN, hit that with a hashtag. Sick with the content, come around and need a hazmat. Jack Frost, yeah, you dudes need to back off. He got the work around here, yeah, we all tip our hats off. Keep the same name, that's what you point for. But if you coming back in, put a 2.0, big bags. And you asking what they heavy for? Foot and ass be going hella crazy with the petty wars. Good conversation, that's what we be really ready for. Conversation like being on the bottom of a heavy whore. Nah. Why niggas be like that? Unsubscribe and tell them, yo, hey, I'll be right back. Say the wrong thing and get the bags. With the force of everything that I have. Say the wrong thing and get the bags. Oh, now you niggas salty and you mad. Niggas say the wrong thing and get the bags. With the force of everything that I have. Say the wrong thing and get the bags. Oh, now you niggas salty and you mad. Niggas say the wrong thing.
Yeah, bags. We just kicked that guy straight out the door. We don't got time for that. We hold those over here. Who the fuck is that dude? Hold on. Can we get bags in the chat? Y'all don't see it, but somebody got hit with bags. Can we get all the bags?
BBN Jack Frost, what's up, party people? How's everybody doing? I hope everybody had a beautiful day. Hey, yo, check this out. So, I'm sitting and I'm thinking, people always complain that I don't give them the opportunity to talk shit about artists, especially 6ix9ine specifically. So I said, you know what? Let's have a show tonight where people get an opportunity to come in and voice their grievances or speak to me about the things that they don't like about the particular individual. And I thought of one topic specifically that would be a nice jumping off point, and that is your feelings about him calling Jim Jones a rat. So that's basically what that is. That's going to be our jumping off point tonight. Before we do any of that, though, let's get to all the drops that we already have. A drop for today. Saloon is open. We already got a drop tonight. Saloon is open. I just want y'all to know. So we already got a drop tonight. So hold on, give me 1 second. I just want to call out, make sure that I don't miss any drops that might have happened today. I'm not 100% sure. Give me 1 second. I usually know these things. How's everybody doing, though? I hope everybody's having a beautiful day. Give me 1 minute. I'm gonna be into it in a minute, and like, give me a couple of minutes. I'm gonna be right into the whole, ready to go with things. What's today's date? Okay. Shout out to Tiandre Senior with the $10 drop, and we actually had 2 drops today. Drops that we're gonna be calling for tonight. So we're gonna get the show going. As soon as we get the show up, then we're gonna do the drop. We gotta get the show going first, obviously. We haven't even did roll call. Alright, so let's do roll call real quick and then let's get the show going. Pardon me, I know I'm lacking, but believe me, I'm here tonight. I'm here tonight. I'm here tonight. With that being said, let's do roll call real quick. What up, BBN Network? Says welcome. Come in, take a seat, hit the like button, become a big swinger, join the green team. Who else we got up in here? What up, Kelly? She says, hey, good evening, BBN Frost and family. Shout out to Kelly. Hey, shout out to Kelly. Hey, Kelly, is there anything you want to tell the fam tonight? I just wants to know. Do you wants to tell the fams? Do you want to keep it a secrets? Just asking the questions. What up, Lex Luger? Shout out to Lex Luger. We like Lex Luger in the house. Who else we got it right? Lex Luger says salute Jack. Henny on deck. BBN South. Let's go. What up, New York Nikki? Also, everybody's dropping fools over here. Hey, yo, check this out. I want to say something real quick, and I want to be clear on something, right? So, I'm about to call these drops. Give me 1 second. What up, DJ Cash Roll? I want to be I want to be quick on something real quick, right? I want to express something. I want to say something. I want to be 100% clear on this real quick. I want y'all to voice your disturbances with 6ix9ine. All the problems that you might have with them, I want you to voice them. What up, E-Dogs? I just don't want all of the cursing and all of this, like, whatever you want to say, but could we please keep the F-bombs out of it and keep the MFers and all of that type of language out of it as much as possible? That's what I'm asking. That's usually what I'm asking. I'm rarely ever kicking somebody because they saying anything bad about any particular person. More than likely, I'm kicking people because they just cursing like crazy and I'm asking them not to. So let's just watch the language. What up, DJ Cash Rose? And salute Jack Frost. What's up, BB and shit? But if you do curse, at least it gotta be good. Don't be cursing just to curse and shit. What up, E-Dogs? He says 11 flight, big up chat fan, BBN Network, appreciate you. Kelly says she's on her way to the Little Dirt concert in Providence, Rhode Island. Shout out to Providence, Rhode Island. They got a whole Little Dirt concert going on out there, and we gonna be in there. BBN's gonna be in the house. Too bad you don't got one of them BBN shirts on. You could have went up in there. You could have been representing for BBN tonight. That's all I'm saying. Everybody remember we got merch. You could be representing for BBNs at the concerts. Dirt could have looked down into the concert and said, oh shit, here go BBN. Pulled you up on stage. I don't know if any of that would have happened. But you never know. So I want y'all to voice all of your problems, all of your issues that you might have with Tekashi 6ix9ine tonight. But let's call out the drop so far today. Shout out to Kelly with the $15 drop. Definitely appreciate you. Kelly pulls up into the saloons. If y'all don't know why I'm doing that, because I'm throwing the chair to the side because the chair got wheels on it. Anyway, Kelly pulls up in the saloons. Kelly's don't got a dress on today. You know what Kelly's wearing? She got on army fatigues. But, you know, this is like 1860. So in 1860, you know, they didn't really have army fatigues. So what she's wearing is, you know, the shit they wear like when they go to the, you know, like Tarzan and them and shit. You know, like when they go to like the forest and shit, and they got like the parachute like type pants and shit. Like when they go like on the exhibition and shit. You know what I'm talking about? Like the archaeologist is always dressing like this and shit. So she walks in anyway. She's dressed like one of those type of people. There you go. Like you know how like the archaeologist on what's the name of that movie? The chick from Raiders of the Lost Ark. There you go. She's dressed like that chick. So she comes into the saloon. She got on the big pantalones. She got on the shirt, with the shirt open, with the white shirt on under it. And she comes into the saloon and she's feeling good. And everybody's looking at her. And she got the big smile on her face. But what they don't notice is that over her shoulder, she's carrying a whole bunch of ox meat. She went out into the wilderness and she killed the whole ox. She walks up to the bartender. She throws it over her shoulder like this. Bang! It hits the table. It hits the table. Bang! It's like, oh, then she looks at the bartender. She says, I got a lot of the rest of the ox left outside. The bartender goes like this and looks around her. And when he looks outside, he sees like a fucking, you know, like a fucking wagon and shit with like no top on it. And you just see oxes piled up on the wagon. And she's like, I'm selling the meat. He says, take it around back. Shout out to Kelly pulling up to the saloon. Not playing no game. Oh, also she throws a couple back because he gave her some drinks. Shout out to Kelly's. She might pull her back up later. She's on a mission tonight, so that's why she came to the saloon on a mission. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of women in here. Not only are they beautiful, but they're capable. So we're gonna have some of these stories that we talk about when we talk about these women that come to the saloon. Talk about how capable they are also, not just how beautiful they are. I think that that's something, real quick, I think that that's something that we need to start doing in our culture anyway. We need to start talking about how capable our women are more often. I get it. Like, a lot of times, I think women feel like they're only going to be appreciated based on their looks or based on how rude they are. No, we have to start appreciating people for how capable they are, man or woman. So let's start doing that. Let's start appreciating women for how capable they are. So a lot of these stories I'm going to start doing also from the saloon. We'll be talking about how capable our women are, not just how beautiful they are. Shout out to Lex Luger with the $10 drop. He says, for the haters with the 5 fingers, say to the face twice. God damn it. I'm gonna take that as a Lex Luger's in the saloon, but he chilling. I'm gonna wait for people to come into the saloon. Lex Luger, you're gonna be doing something. When more people come into the saloon, you're gonna be there. You're sitting in the side of the bar right now. You're playing pokers. Let's read some of y'all comments real quick. Emmanuel says, yo, I feel like he's right, because how the police gonna hear you talk about a crime you planning on committing it and not bring you in? This is one thing that I'm gonna say definitively, without a shadow of a doubt, that we cannot even act coy about or pretend like it's not something that it's the elephant in the room. And it's basically what you're saying. How could they put on a case where part of the evidence in which they're using is going to convict to convict an individual or one of the individuals, which one of the individuals that's actually on trial, and not bring all parties in that's on the recording? That I 100% agree with you. I don't know why it's like that. That's not something that could be disputed. I'm not here to try to argue one way or the other with you. But I am trying to say, just because I don't know why, that doesn't mean that it has to be for a reason that's it doesn't mean that it's for a fucked up reason. I don't know why though. So for you to believe that it's for a fucked up reason, I think you have that right. You understand what I'm saying? Like, anyone that believes that Jim Jones is out because he did something, he's working with whoever, I can't tell you shouldn't believe that. Because I think I would have to provide you with evidence to change your mind. Just like you would have to provide me with evidence to change my mind. The absence of evidence is not evidence. You understand? Does that make sense? I think that makes sense. I'll say that again, and I'll try to be a little bit more clear. And then I'll move to the next person that's talking real quick. So what I'm saying is this. You said you feel Like, because the police gonna hear you talk about a crime you're planning on committing and not bringing you in. I'm assuming you're saying that this piece of evidence that they used in court to get someone convicted, one of the individuals that was on the recording, all of the individuals except for one of the individuals that was on the recording was being charged with a crime in this Rico. The other person isn't and has been charged with no crime. You're saying that's reason to think that he might have did something, he might be helping the government. I'm saying I don't think that that's enough for me, but because that's enough for you, that's not an issue or a problem with me. I think that you have a right to believe that. I don't think that there's anything wrong with that. I'm just saying that that's not necessarily what I believe. What I'm saying is you would have to present me with evidence to change my mind, just like I would have to present you with evidence to change your mind. The absence of evidence is not evidence. You understand? Jody Spencer says he wasn't supposed to snitch because he got caught up in a post to just take the bid. I understand he got a family, but he knew that before he was doing what he was doing. Previously, I would have actually been dead on your side with this argument, saying, you know what, you are 100% wrong. I would have been against you. I would have been saying he's a civilian. But I've been hearing him speak a lot lately. And because of what he is saying publicly out here right now, then yes, you're saying basically he was a part of these crimes. And since he was a part of these crimes, he should not be able to then go snitch on other people that he was actually encouraging by his own words to commit some of these crimes. He shouldn't then not have to go to jail with the rest of the people. I agree with you. I have there's nothing I could say. He's literally out here saying that he was encouraging these people to do some of these crimes that they currently locked up for. The only crime that I knew definitively that he had encouraged anybody to do that they got locked up for was the Kuda B crime. Now, I had heard, don't get this confused, I had heard that he had people going around looking for Harv when the beef was going on. And we all know about the situation that happened when a young girl got shot in the foot when he when he called up Shadi. This is court stuff. I'm not just in the court. When he called up Shadi to go because Billy Otto had went live in Brooklyn. He called up Shadi to go handle that. Like, yo, I just do going live. Like, handle that. So now we know for a fact definitively that other than just those two situations, which to me could have been seen as some kind of just regular family beef, that he was actively out there telling people go shoot this place up, shoot that place up, shoot that place up, not just trying to hurt the people that he was putting whatever bag on head, but also in addition to that, putting normal civilians' lives in danger. Yes, I'm 100% agreeing with you. The fact that he then snitched and did only 2 years, that's fucked up. Emmanuel says, a crime's again, and I'm not talking about all the other stuff. You understand what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I just think if you was doing those things that I just spoke about, I don't know if I could say what they did back to him. It sounds to me like that was the type of operation y'all had going on over there, just in general. All right? That's the problem that I'm trying to explain, and that I keep trying to say. I get it. He want to be known as a hood gangster gang guy. I get it. But he's complaining that those dudes was like cutthroat towards him the way that they were. I'm hearing the way that they operated. That's how those type of organizations operate. Tell me where I'm wrong. Organizations that do some of these things that he's accusing them of doing, because of the other shit that they doing, like wow, like shooting at each other, trying to kill each other every 5 minutes. Like what do you else you think? Like so you was a part of that, is what I'm saying. So I don't know if I could stand there and hear when you say this guy wasn't paying that guy and I didn't want to get involved. I don't understand that. And like, you understand what I'm saying? So there's things that I don't personally understand. So let me know what else y'all guys got problems with. I can't argue with you on that at all. Hey, why Ben Roman got timed out? That had to be an accident. I'm assuming that was an accident, Ben Roman. Takes a rat to know a rat. Hold on, probably wasn't an accident. Anyway, Emmanuel says a crime against a highly appreciated and favored informant like 6ix9ine, somebody the feds love. How you not go down for talking on him? I'm believing Tekashi when he says that he wasn't necessarily working with the feds until after he was arrested. I believe that. I actually believe that. I mean, I could be wrong. If you believe different, if you think he was working with the feds previously, I don't know. Like, I don't think he was, but I don't think he was working with the feds before they got all arrested. I just don't. I mean, like, because if he was working with the feds before they all got arrested, when he got kidnapped, they would have pulled him. Right? Like, listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. If he was working with the feds, right? You know when they kidnapped him? They would have pulled him. Right? Because if they would have let him die, then he couldn't testify. Right? So they would have pulled him immediately. You don't know what the gang niggas is going to do with each other. I just don't think that he was working with the feds before then. Maybe he was. What the fuck do I know? I just don't think he was. They have to pull him. What up, Shinji? E-Dog says 6ix9ine made a business decision. Why go to the pen when you could tell on the friend? Snitching is part of the game. Only a few real ones left, and when they hold it down, they get shitted on. Yep, I'm going to agree with you. Shout out to Lex Luke. He want to torture rack that horse. You're going to get an opportunity. Don't worry. Somebody else is pulling up to the chat. Y'all got plans for you, Lex Luger. Don't worry. Shinji. What up, Shinji? I haven't seen you in a while. I said, hey, brother, Frost, how's it been? Haven't been in a while. Just chilling. What up, Just 2.0? Said, I feel like 6ix9ine don't got nothing to lie about at this point. Laughing my ass off. Oh, you said takes a rat to know a rat because you calling Jim a rat and you calling 6ix9ine a rat. Ben Roman is not calling me a rat. You ain't have to hit him. Sorry about that, Ben Roman. I hope you don't leave. Ben Roman, I hope you're still up in here. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, he wasn't calling me a rat. He was calling Jim and Tekashi a rat. Emmanuel said 6ix9ine never been snitched on Jim. He just called him a retired rapper on the stand. I'm going to say this much. Listen. All of these things that y'all saying about why y'all think Jim Jones is a snitch, I don't know if he is. I'm not saying he is. Like, there's better reasons. I don't know. I just think there's better reasons to think that. I just thought of one right now. That's why I'm not going to tell y'all, because then y'all going to be thinking of that shit. But there's better reasons. Shakim Govin says, peace, Jack Frost. Peace, my brother. How you doing? What up, Valdez? I haven't seen you in a while. How you doing? Says, so what's the other reason? Is this just why JJ did get arrested or questioned? I don't know. We ain't here to discuss this. So what do you believe the reason is? That's what we discussing. What up, Nervin? Says, Billy Otto says he's going to No Jumper to expose everything. Okay. I hope so. What up, Rule? Don't nobody see them. Dotch Jones. He says Emmanuel 6ix9ine spoke on Kuda B. He said Kuda B snitched on himself. Even Whack 100 called Kuda B a snitch because the article read Kuda B says he accepted the money from 6ix9ine and arranged the shooter. Yeah, Kuda B sounds like he snitched on himself. If that's what Kuda B says, that is literally snitching on everyone, including himself. That's a fact. What up, Walt Liquor? Shout out to Walt Liquor. How CEO Chris not mentioned is the biggest rat, I can't tell you. I can't tell you. See, this is the problem. I'm going to say something. See, this is the problem. This is the fuck shit. Right? I'm going to tell you what the fuck shit is. Imagine for a second that Jim Jones is really a federal informant. I'm not saying he is. I'm not saying he's not. Just imagine for 1 second that Jim Jones is really a federal informant. For 1 minute, right? Just for 1 minute. He's 100% a federal informant, right? 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 If he's 100% a federal informant, and you are one of these people that's out here talking shit about Tekashi 6ix9ine snitched and all this other shit, if you believe that Jim Jones is a protected federal informant to the point, but he never gets on any stand or anything like that, that means that if that is the case, he would have had to be doing way more snitching than Tekashi. I'm not saying that's the case. I'm just saying. So my point is, okay, let's have all of this energy for Tekashi. But where's the energy over there? I don't think anybody that calls Jim Jones a snitch could talk shit about Tekashi. That's what I'm saying. Because you have to look, because I would be looking at it like, hold on, this nigga snitched first though. But I mean, you have a right to feel however you feel. I'm not saying Jim Jones is a snitch. Yeah, I know you here. You blocked somebody 2 seconds ago. You put somebody on timeout 2 seconds ago. Ben Roman, who is a pretty good BBN member. Let me hit this dude on IG. Apologize about that. Shout out to Lex Luger with the $15 1 cent drop. He said torture racking. Lex Luger was busy Lex Luger was sitting in the saloon already. He was playing himself some pokers. He looked at his cards. He had a king of diamonds. He had a king of clubs. The river comes. Boom. There's a king of hearts. He's like, boom. He think he got it. He puts everybody does their bets. He goes all in. The guy sitting across from him goes all in. They turn their cards over. Lex Luger stands up, cheers. He thinks he got some. The other guy turns his cards over. He has all hearts. He starts laughing at Lex Luger, pointing. Lex Luger's like, shit, I lost. Then as the guy extends his arm like this to grab all the money, a card falls out of his sleeves. Lex Luger sees it. Lex Luger grabs the man's arm, yanks him across the table. The guy flies across the whole entire table. Lex Luger just yanked him across the table. When the guy got yanked across the table, the bouncer turns around. He sees Lex Luger and the guy fighting. The bouncer gets ready to go over there to intervene. The guy that's one of the people at the table signals to the bouncer that the dude over there cheated. Lex Luger grabs the guy, yanks him up to his feet, punches him in the stomach. Bang! The guy lifts off his feet like this. The guy's feet goes like this. Lex Luger punches him in the stomach. The guy's feet goes like this. He goes like that. Lex Luger punches him in the stomach. Then Lex Luger throws him on his back and puts him in the torture rack. And as he starts bending the guy's spine, you hear the dude yell out a real quiet as Lex Luger just quietly bends his spine. And then he drops him back like that. The thud as the guy hits the floor, kicks dust up all over the place. The bartender gets pissed off and starts yelling at the girl that's supposed to be dusting the place. What's going on over there? You see all that dust? Lex Luger then goes over, grabs up his winnings, starts putting it in the pouch, and looks at everybody else at the table and says, it's your fines with this. The rest of the people at the table, they just nod in agreement. Lex Luger with the $15 1 cent drop. Oh, if you tried to do a petty war, she's at a concert, so she can't do a petty war with you. Just so you know. That's why you beat up the guy at the card table. Anyway, what up, Rodcliffe? Why Kuda B got all that time? Kuda B got the extra time. Somebody says that's why Kuda B got like 54 months. Actually, Kuda B already was going to get 4.5 years. What had happened was Kuda B had made a complaint to his lawyer that because of COVID and because of his own health condition, that it was going to be detrimental for him to stay in jail, and actually asked for him to be released on his own, until he gets sentenced. When the judge, Engelmeyer, did do that, Kuda B was then pitching at a damn party, and they said, okay, you lied to us. You told us you ain't want COVID. We let you go. You went straight to where all the COVID is. So it's kind of fucked up. So basically what happened was they actually gave him more time than they was going to initially give him. So that happened to Kuda B. Shinji says self-snitching too. Oh my God. Ain't nothing sacred anymore. I think people don't think it's worth doing a crime unless you know they did it, I guess. And also, Kuda B ain't no criminal, so he might not have been... Not no criminal. You understand what I'm saying? Like, he a dancing, he a rapper dancing, man. Not everybody's like that. You understand what I'm saying? Not everybody's like that. Valdez says, if he's not a snitch, how is he not in trouble? I think that's a great question. Would you like to expand on that, Valdez? Miss Lady C said, right, I don't think he was cooperating at that time, but I think the feds was on him because Jorge, the driver, had a wire in the car when it happened. Once again, thank you, Miss Lady C, with the great observation. Well, that's your first good observation. First comment I seen you right. But it was a great observation. This is what I mean by when people come in and they make good comments, we can have a better show. When people come in and they make terrible comments, the show can only be but so good. What I mean by that is, listen, one of the things I keep trying to explain is, if Tekashi 6ix9ine, right, was helping with the feds, why would they need this dude to put fucking surveillance in the car? You understand what I'm saying? They wouldn't need to put surveillance in the fucking car. They put surveillance in the car because they wanted to be able to have surveillance of Tekashi and Shotty, right? The dude went and told Tekashi and Shotty that he had the camera in the car, right? Right? My fault, I be looking off because I be visualizing what I'm talking about. Homeboy said that he told, for everybody that don't know, Jorge told Tekashi and I believe Shotty that there was the jump off in the car. I'm going to tell you something. Listen. Everybody listen. I'm going to say something. Y'all think these niggas wasn't playing chess. I think Shotty set dude up. I think Shotty set Harv up. I think, look, I think not set him up like to get caught. Don't get confused. What I'm saying is, from what I heard, Harv went to Shotty and said, yo, I'm gonna rob 6ix9ine or whatever the case is. I don't know who idea it was, right? Don't know who idea it was. But allegedly, Shotty knew. Now, they pulled him out of the car. Tekashi made sure to say Harv's name. And if Shotty knew, why didn't Shotty tell him don't go near the car? Shotty knew, allegedly. So they could have been doing a long con, making sure that they got Harv all fucked up to send that nigga to jail so they don't gotta kill him. Y'all do know niggas do that, right? Line niggas up to go to jail so they don't have to kill him. Because you might know that nigga mother or some shit, you don't have to kill him. Or whatever the case is, or you might kill him, that means you gonna fuck up, you might lose some people that you got in the street. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm not saying that that's what happened, but Ms. Lady C has a point. She says, I don't think he was cooperating at the time, but I think the feds was on to him because Jorge had a Y in the car. Now, Jorge had a Y in the car, right? So, why would they have the Y in the car? They'd have the Y in the car so they got surveillance of Shotty and Tekashi, right? Jorge told Shotty and Tekashi that there was a camera in the car when he put the Netstar in, right? Oh, not the Netstar, or whatever the hell that is. So they already knew that was in the car. Now, there's allegedly a story that Shotty allegedly had knew that Harv was gonna kidnap or rob, and at the least rob Tekashi, right? The way I was told the story, Shotty said, "Don't hurt him." That's the way I was told. Shotty told Harv, "Don't hurt him." The fact that when Tekashi tells the story, he says the other dude hit him. He doesn't say Harv hit him. Look, I'm just telling you what happened. This is the information. Look, I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But public record, just so we could be clear, public record. The court is public record. When Tekashi was on the stand, he said that the other dude was the dude that was busy hitting him. How did Tekashi get away? Tekashi got away because who wasn't paying attention for a second? Harv. That's it. I don't got no more to say about that. I'm going to keep it pushing. Great comment. Shinji says, well, I'm guessing he needs money and no jail time to be called a snitch, but 6ix9ine is like 50. Laugh out loud, snitching is making money and getting out of jail free card. I feel like whack academics and 6ix9ine been planning this for a while. I'm pretty sure they have. I mean, why not? He in the wiretap sending a hit out. That wasn't a hit. He did say, I don't think he was talking about killing Tekashi. You're not gonna be able to get me to say he was talking about killing Tekashi. That wasn't killed. That was beat up at the worst. Whack don't do nothing for what unless he getting paid. So yeah, they paid him. So he should get paid. I don't understand what the problem was. E-Dog says, did the hit get carried out? There was no hit. Did 6ix9ine press charges? Did JJ do anything to produce any results besides bumping his gums? Oh no, I'm not doubting. I gotta scroll up some. Just 2.0 said, nah, Jack, them Brownfield niggas don't play. Nah, I'm not doubting nobody. Valdez says, I'm just saying, if any of us civilians get caught in the wiretap sending out a hit, that wasn't a hit. It wasn't a hit. Okay, so you keep calling it a hit. So I don't know if I can't even have a. As far as I know, it wasn't a hit. You're calling it a hit. I'm not calling it a hit. So we can't even agree on what it is. So I don't know what to tell you. Shout out to Sule. She says, good evening. BBN Network, family, Froze. Hope everyone's doing good. Hope you're doing well too, baby girl. Netstars Live says, man, I would like to expound on the Kuda B situation. If what Wax says is factual, and it is, Kuda really did expose himself and confirm 6ix9ine's involvement. Once again, I keep telling y'all, if 6ix9ine didn't just come clean and say he did what he did, he would have had to go to, he would have been doing mad time, period. Because everybody was already, okay, I'm going to explain something to y'all. Everybody's like, yo, listen, pay attention. Everybody's like, yo, 6ix9ine should have just stayed shut. 6ix9ine was the money guy. So that means that every crime, the majority of the crimes that these guys was doing, it could have almost always been tracked back to 6ix9ine. Why? You follow the money. So 6ix9ine needed to be, he was the money man. So basically, the only way 6ix9ine was going to be able to get off if all of the other niggas also was going to be able to get off, because it was a Rico. Since you already had people that that copped out, they would have had more than enough pieces to put together to then convict 6ix9ine. This is just a fact. So I don't know what he was supposed to do. I know I would have just not been in that situation. Also, I don't agree with snitching. Dex Luger says, smash that like button. Can we hit that like button so we can send out some notifications, please? I'd appreciate that, y'all. Rage Ridden Chaser said, Harv never hit him. The other dude hit him. Yeah. Tekashi said on, I already knew that though, but Tekashi said on the stand that it was the other dude that was attacking him and going crazy. Just so we could be clear, this is why I keep trying to tell y'all. From allegedly, the other dude wanted to kill him, so he couldn't tell nobody who robbed him. Just so we can be clear. The other dude wanted to kill him. Harv let him get away. Harv didn't want to hurt him. Harv just wanted to get paid. Harv didn't have no issue with Tekashi. He just wanted to get paid. He had niggas under him that he had to give money to. The money wasn't coming for him to be able to do that. He had responsibilities. He needed to get paid. And he needed to pay the niggas that was with him. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I'm just telling you what it is. He needed to get paid, and he needed to pay the people that was with him. So I don't know what to tell you. What up, Drew? I ain't seen you in a while. How you doing, my brother? When you say super violate, that doesn't mean just putting paws on somebody. When you say super violate, it means what it means, to violate somebody very highly. Kill means kill. If they want to kill you, they say something like, I'm not going to tell you terminology, but that's not the kill terminology, man. Not here in New York, maybe somewhere else. At least that's what I've been told. Miss Lady C says, with the JJ situation, feds move more tactfully. If they got more fish to fry, that's letting certain fish swim until they get the whole school of fish. That's a fact. So some people take the lingo super violate, or in his exact words, super duper violate. Doesn't mean as a hit. It doesn't mean it's a hit. I don't care what you interpret it as. It doesn't mean a hit. Yes, it means. How can you wait? Just so I could be clear, I'm gonna break this down. Listen to this. Just pay really close attention to what I'm about to say. He said we gotta violate him. We gotta super violate him. And then the other dude said we gotta super duper violate him. So you think he said we gotta kill him? Yo, we gotta super kill him. Yo, we gotta super duper kill him. So let that think about that for a minute. Y'all listening? You paying attention? Let's just repeat that to yourself again. All right. So you're telling me that these guys are having a conversation, and one guy basically said, "Yo, we gotta kill him," and then the other guy said, so one guy they having a conversation, and one guy said, "We gotta kill him. We gotta super duper kill him," and then the other guy said, "We gotta super wait." Wait. So you're trying to tell me they having a conversation? The guy like, yo, we gotta kill him. We gotta super kill him. And the other guy say, yo, we gotta super duper kill him. Like, you think that's how conversations work? That's not what it doesn't mean kill him, man. Ray Dream Chaser said it's a lose-lose situation. If he stays solid, he gets killed in the system. If he tells he's a rat with millions. Yep. It's a lose-lose situation. Miss Lady says, no, the 6ix9ine said JJ didn't mention his name. I bet he don't. He playing smart. He probably can't. If he's what he's saying, what y'all saying he is, he definitely can't. Well, I mean, he can, but that would definitely not be good. E-Dog says, something 18 USC number 371. Legally, conspiracy exists when two or more persons join together and form an agreement to violate the law, and then act on that agreement. Yeah, basically. Shout out to that shit. Thank you, E-Dogs. Yes. Very good to see you active in the chat. Shout out to NetStars Live. He said, when you cop out, it's safe to say that you are admitting to the charges against you along with the others in involvement, thus the deal. See, what happens is, and this is the reason why when people say what they say, I'm always looking side eyes. Because when you cop out, you got to give them more pieces to the puzzle of the crime. Because you have to admit to everything that you did, right? So you got to give them more pieces to the puzzle of the crime, right? Or whatever the crimes were, right? Right? Just something to think about when very few people are going to get what I'm trying to say. I'm not going to go no further, but very few people are going to get what I just said. Very few people. Anybody that's been in the feds for 1,000,000 years is going to 100% get what I just said. 100. Anybody that did a lot of time in the feds, you're going to get what I just said. That might, super violate might mean to push somebody's shit in. It might mean that. Super violate it's super violate. They might mean go to that dude's house and then you bang them. It might mean that. If they pull up to super violate you, they might rape you. That's a super violation. What the hell? That's what I'm trying to explain to y'all. Super violate, if it was a kill, it would have been a different terminology. Super violate mean, like, yeah. Super violate might mean they go rape you. That's a fact. I don't think Jim Jones was saying go rape him, but you get the point. Listen. All I'm saying is super violate does not mean kill. Not in New York. Now, if you're qualifying you saying that he said kill him by talking about a different part of what he said, then we can discuss that part, absent the part that says super violate, because that's not what super violate says. That's not what super violate means. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not trying to argue with you. And he didn't say kill the security. He said shoot through the security. So at least, I'm not trying to be a dick. He said shoot through the security. They not going to have guns on them. That's what he said. Shout out to BQ Mommy. Everybody say what's up to my sister-in-law. That's what he said. Okay? He said shoot through the security. That's what I mean by, like, y'all, like the arguments y'all be having, like, y'all be missing the good argument. Like, y'all could be bringing much better arguments than these arguments y'all bringing to me. That's what I be trying to say. I should have to help you with your damn argument, man. Corey Harris. Hold on. You brought up a good point. The point that I was trying to make is, the problem is this. The two things that you're talking about happened in different parts of the conversation. That's the problem. The first thing he said was super violate. Then they said a ton of other shit. And then he said the other thing. I don't even know if it was the same damn conversation. I don't even know if it was the same conversation. You understand? So what I'm saying is that we have to have, those are two separate conversations. I believe those are two separate conversations. That's what I mean by y'all don't even, like, there's great arguments that you can have to prove the points that you try to say. Y'all don't pay no attention to those arguments, and y'all put like the lowest fruit. I don't understand. There's way better arguments to prove your, or to argue, to debate your point. I'm literally trying to help you with one. Like, I'm literally trying to help you debate your point, man. I'm not arguing against you. I'm literally trying to help you. You hear me, right, Lady C? Am I not lying? Like, I'm literally right here trying to help you debate your own point that I don't even agree with. What the hell? Do y'all listen when I talk, or y'all just... I'm not mad at you. I'm just saying, I'm literally here trying to help you debate your point. Anyway, now we having a good conversation right now. I'm not going nowhere, homeboy. I let you put that thing up. That should be good enough. Drew says, so the feds didn't know what they were talking about when they decided to pull all of them off the street after they heard the wiretap of them saying about super violate them. Okay. You just did two different whataboutisms in this whole... let me just do this real quick. Hold on, my brother. Because we gotta do this one thing at a time. All right. I'm not addressing another thing you say until we address this. We gotta address this first. All right, let's address this first. All right, we're gonna learn how to have a conversation here. All right, there's a way to have a conversation with people, and then there's a way. That's what you're doing. You're not having a conversation with me. You're just asking random questions, and we're not having a conversation. This is not how you talk to people. So. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm gonna explain to you what a whataboutism is. It's a technique or practice of responding to an accusation or a difficult question by making a counter accusation or raising a different issue. Every single thing I say to you, you bring up something other than what we're talking about. So we're gonna talk about this thing and stay on one point, or I'm just gonna. I'm not arguing with you, and I'm not trying to go back and forth with you. I'm trying to actually have this conversation with you. So we're gonna talk about one thing at a time, or I'm gonna have to move on and go on and converse with somebody else. That's it. I'm not going back and forth unless we're having a conversation. This thing that you're doing with the every time I say something, you just bring up a different thing. That's not a conversation. I know that you think it is, but it's not. A lot of people think it is. So I'm not trying to disrespect you. The worst thing is when you dating somebody that thinks that that's the way that you have a conversation. They just sit there all day just asking you questions like they're interrogating you. Like, that's not a conversation. I'm going to cover one thing at a time. I think you need to go get the transcripts of the conversation. You're leaving things out of the conversation, so it has no context to what you're saying. I'm gonna say what I remember, because maybe I'm wrong. So I'm gonna tell you what I remember. What I remember was this: they were on the phone having a conversation. First it was Mel Matrix, and it was Mel Matrix, and it was Jim Jones. During the conversation, right? they was talking about the situation that was going on with Shotty and Tekashi. Mel was literally saying that he wanted to go on a television show or go get interviewed, and he was telling them don't do it. Then they started talking about whatever the problems was that they was having, right? Then they said something had to happen to that Shotty had to do something about Tekashi, right? They said he got to violate him. He said he got to super violate him. He said he got to super duper violate him. So that whole part of the conversation was had, as far as I can remember, before Shotty even got in the conversation. That was a whole different conversation. You understand what I'm saying? Now, while they was on that call, I believe they then called Shotty. And when they called Shotty, that's when they started talking about shooting through the security. Those are two separate conversations. So let's have one conversation at a time. I'm not trying to say that what you're saying is whatever the hell. I'm saying one conversation at a time. You can't, like that's not, I don't know. Anyway, so hold on, he said something. I think he left, but I want to address what he said real quick. So he said the feds didn't know what he was talking about. The fuck are you talking about? How do I know what the feds know what he's talking about? The feds is going to always twist the words to be in a way that helps them get you convicted. Tell me where I'm wrong. So you think the feds, the people who are prosecuting you, are trying to figure out the way that your words help them get you off? I'm just asking. Andrew, I'm just asking. She said, so the feds didn't know what he was talking about. It don't matter. Whatever the feds get. Okay, they say, I'm going to explain something real quick. All respect, Drew. I'm going to explain something. When they say anything that you could be used against you in the court of law, they basically mean every single thing that you say, they're going to try to use it to hang you. It don't matter what it is that you say. Whatever it is that you say, they're going to try to attempt to use it in order to prosecute you. That's what that means. So what do you mean did they know what he was talking about? It don't matter if they knew what he was talking about. They're still going to use it in the way that they can get a conviction, not in the way that they could let the guy go home to his family. When they decided to pull all of them off the street, they pulled all of them off the street because see, this is the shit that people just forget. Tekashi was supposed to go have a meeting and meet them at a casino. Oh, you forgot about that. Oh, you just couldn't. Oh, anybody else remember that? I'm gonna move past him. Anybody else remember that? Or am I the only one that remember that? Tekashi was supposed to go to they was trying to get Tekashi to meet them at some casino like in Connecticut or some shit. Am I the only one that remember that? I can't be the only one that remember that. And they arrested him before that could happen. Am I the only one that remember that? Or it didn't happen that way? That's not the way it happened? Maybe that's not the way it happened. Maybe that's not the way it happened. Anyway, Hal says, you're right, Jack, with a crew involved in kidnapping, guns, drugs, murder attempts. Super violate could assume to be violence and therefore part of the conspiracy. JJ would be indicted and he wasn't. Yeah, I mean, I guess. The feds couldn't risk 6ix9ine getting super violated. They needed him to rat, so they couldn't take the risk. Yeah, pretty much. Jim Jones had a fight there before. Oh, he did? Jim Jones had a fight in a couple of places. Shout out to Jim still being around here to be able to... Saloon is open, by the way. And I got that problem fixed. Remember the problem I was telling y'all about with my card and all that shit? That problem is fixed, so y'all don't got to worry. So if you say anything, you don't have to worry. That problem is fixed. Shout out to Net Stars Live with the $10 drop. He said, who's next? He says, no saloon. Copy. Shout out to Next Stars Live. He said, who's next? Yeah, the damn thing, the shit got fixed. Alright, so the shit is fixed. I'm hoping that the shit don't happen, whatever happened, don't happen again. But yeah, so it got fixed. Yeah, so I'm not coming for you. I'm not coming for you, Drew. I hope you don't feel that way. So basically what had happened allegedly, they had told that they actually was going to try to kill him up there at the casino. I don't know how true that is. But I'm going to say this much. If they would have killed him at that casino, all that would have meant was another charge that they all would have went to jail for. Because the sheer fact that the government knew that they was going to do that means that they was already on it. That also means that there was another snitch. What up, Shad Murder? We got the young CEO in the house. She says, what's up, y'all? Did y'all speak about Shotty's son DM and 6ix9ine? No. You want to call in and talk about it? You probably don't want to call in. People don't like calling in. Everybody think I go at them. I don't be going at you. What up, Din Din? Hey, what up, Din Din? If you wanna hit my IG if you wanna call in and talk about it. Hit me on IG if you want to call in and talk about it. Shotty's son is looking for money from 6ix9ine. How old is Shotty's son? Anybody know how old Shotty's son is? Watch what I'm about to say. Anybody know how old Shotty's son is? And that is not how you spell Shotty, homie. Why you doing Shotty name like that? He got a dope name. Why you doing his name like that? Anybody know how old Shotty's son is? Cause I have a thing that I'm about to say, but I just want to know how old his son is first. Because if Shotty's son is like a teenager, I don't know how old he is. If Shotty's son is like 19, something like that, what I'm going to say is, yo, why didn't Shotty introduce his son to the world and start getting his son big before all of this shit even happened? I'm just asking. Well, Shotty has 60K, but he had to pay for lawyers. That 60K should be gone. Kuda snitched on himself because they're saying allegedly Kuda told the government that somebody paid him the money to find the shooter. This is the part I don't get. Listen. I know I was just quiet for a minute. I'm sorry about that, y'all. This is the part I don't get. Listen. These motherfuckers, that's not fair. These individuals keep talking about how 6ix9ine old people this and old people that, right? But they also don't embrace them. Like, you think this dude is gonna give you his hard-earned money where y'all trying to bully it out of his pockets? Oh, 13 and 14? Alright, so Shotty not wanting to bring his children into the public eye. 13 and 14, they probably was like 10 and 11 and 9. Alright, I'm with that. I wouldn't want to do that. I wouldn't do that unless it was like really, like, you know what I'm saying? That wouldn't be something. I get it. Alright, I get it. Because I was wondering, like, because if when he was doing, like, you know, when they was out here doing their trade weight thing, his son was like 15 years old, I'd be like, yo, but why ain't you? I would have been having my son all over the gram, my daughter all over the gram, like getting her fucking career together. But if his kids was like 9, 10 years old, I ain't there. I was just curious. Does that make sense? Shout out to Lady C. She says, don't say her government's names with the $11 drops. Baby girl, is this for the saloon or not? Because if it's not for the saloon, we gotta keep the show going. If it's for the saloon, I will call it as a saloon drop. I'm trying to get the camera fixed, so I'm gonna need to trying to get this cameras fixed. There we go. Hey, what up, Marco? Mark says, on the internet, you can find a thing to support your argument. So I seen both Kuda was snitched on and snitched on, but nobody got the paperwork. No, okay, so, and I agree with you also, Mark. I think why people were saying Kuda snitched, just so we can be clear, why I think people are saying Kuda snitched is because Kuda is saying that he got the money from, he's confirming how he got the money and confirming that he went to the building. So he just literally just confirming what he did. And people are saying he snitched because he confirmed what he did. But how else is he going to get the... You can't plead unless you confirm what you did. So I don't know what to say. So that's why I'm just letting you guys have that conversation. What up, Sunside? His son is 16. His son is 16, so that means that all of this happened about 4 years ago. His son would have been, so his son still would have been young enough that it's like, you know, probably you don't want to put him back into the public eye yet. So yeah, that's cool. What up, world famous Peter? He says, what's up, Jack Frost? Happy Saturday. Hope you're doing well. Doing okay. We pushing. Supreme Dream says Shotty fumbled the ball. 6ix9ine looked up to Shotty. Initially, yes, he did. Shotty could have told 6ix9ine to invest some money and do the right thing. He would have been a millionaire, 12-year platinum hit. They was doing too much street shit to not go to jail. To be honest with you, they was just doing too much street shit. My dude, look. This is why I believe these guys are mad at him. Because once again, I'm going to say this again. If what I'm hearing is correct, 6ix9ine was giving hits. Somebody told me about this too, and just so we can be clear, I've heard about this previously. This is why people were pissed off, and this is why people were saying that 6ix9ine owe they families money, because allegedly, it's not even allegedly at this point, because he's confirming that he was sending people out there to shoot to kill people in the middle of the street. He's confirming it. So when people are pulling up and saying give them their family money, I don't know if I don't know what to say about that. Maybe they should be. Maybe he should. Maybe he should. It's his money. He should do what the fuck he want to do. But like maybe it makes sense that they're even asking. You understand? I can't say that it doesn't at this point because of words that came out of his own mouth. It sounded to me like he actively was pushing them in the direction that was gonna. From what I hear, there was people that were supposed to get shot and killed. And from what I hear, the word wasn't given. No, the initial word was one thing. And then when it was passed down, it was, nah, we're not doing all that. But I could be wrong. Just 2.0 says, why do people think that CIA Chris don't exist? I have no idea. And I wonder if someone, he was on the stand, and I wonder if someone has to bring him up in an interview. 6 won't be able to respond. He doesn't know him, and he's able to respond something I want to see. I don't believe he knows him. Just 2.0 says, I don't know if he knows him. He might knows him, but I know him, but I don't know if he knows him. Just 2.0 says, it'll maybe open up a whole nother conversation that people haven't even touched on yet. I agree. I heard the goddess was out here putting the work. She was on the girl security. Shout out to K Goddess. Where's she at? Drew says, just 2.0. This is what's so crazy. Why they always talking about 6ix9ine took down the whole Treyway if CIA Chris wasn't involved? If that true, his past is void. Whose past? AG. If what's true? What up, Shot by Jana with the $4.99 drop? Definitely appreciate you. I don't think it's a hater drop because you don't know about hater drops. But what did the 5 fingers say to the face? Din Din says, although I don't agree with everything he did, he does make a good argument. He made 21 Savage look crazy. 21 Savage made his own damn self look crazy. What the fuck? But yeah, 6ix9ine. So what did you say? If that's true, his hood pass is void. He pass is void. I don't know what you mean by he pass is void. His hood pass? He already don't got a hood pass. What the fuck? I don't know what you mean by that. Explain, if you don't mind. Do you think if you bring someone in and they rat and you get hit or you got to take them out, it's not the mafia, but it sends a message? No, you're supposed to. If you bring the rat in, you're supposed to kill the rat. Allegedly. Copy. Appreciate you. What a twist! Shinji, you funny as shit. What a twist! You have to watch Adult Swim to get that and shit. That's that M. Night Shyamalan shit. Just 2.0 said a person like Chris definitely has the money and resources to make people stop talking about him, being like reporters of social media, YouTube, or whatever. I think it's just in certain people's best interest if CIA Chris disappeared. Like, for one, it's in Jim Jones's best interest, correct? CIA Chris said Jim Jones set him up. I don't know how true this is. I don't know if this is how true this is. CIA Chris said Jim Jones is the one that got him flipped. I don't believe it, but that's what he said. So the fact nobody talks about Jim Jones, talks about CIA Chris, and the fact that Jim Jones is in some kind of weird stuff and he never gets in trouble, that's a reason why some people believe Jim Jones might be a rat. But I still need a little bit more. I need more. I'm not saying he's not. I just need more, personally. Just 2.0 said a person like Chris definitely has said that. So Shotty was sleeping on a rug. That's what Tekashi said. I don't know. That's what Tekashi said. I'm sleeping in a motel, so what am I saying? What he did, he got in the rug and rolled up like this. He rolled up like this and shit. Rolled up like this. His shit like uncomfortable and shit. I slept on the floor before. What the fuck? A lot of people tried to co-sign the pass on him snitching. I'm gonna explain something. People keep trying to say I was trying to co-sign a nigga snitching. I want to just, once again, and I got to say this all the time, snitching is wrong. I'm not co-signing no snitching, period. I just also think that I put a high onus on I just think that being loyal is important. I'm in a particular situation where I do journalism for a living, and I meet people and I know people. And sometimes people might think that a thing I might do might be being disloyal to them, when in reality I'm being loyal to both sides. You wanted the action, I created it. That's what I was always trying to say, but the people kept trying to say I'm co-signing. I'm not co-signing it. And I was saying he was a civilian. He's saying definitively now he's not a civilian. So therefore, my position has altered slightly. Appreciate you, Rose Gold. He said you were one of the only content creators keeping it real. I understood what you were saying. Miss Lady C says, I don't know. You remember one of the interviews 6ix9ine did on a radio station. He said Saudi and Saudi's son was with them. I think he messed up and brung it up, and 6ix9ine was petty for that. Quite possibly. I don't agree with the snitching. If they was really banging his baby moms, I don't agree with that. If they was really stealing money from him, I don't agree with that. If they really was trying to kill him, I don't agree with that. I could not agree with all of those things. Drew says 6ix9ine did what he was supposed to do. I don't care what anyone says. As Wax said, he was a civilian. That wasn't about his life, and they showed him. 6ix9ine is the one that's currently saying he's not a civilian. Copy? The rest of the world is like civilian all the way. 6ix9ine is the one that's currently saying he's not a civilian. Copy? He's the one. If he's saying that he's not a civilian, then we have to hold them to it. So that means that all of them gang niggas that been talking all that shit about 6ix9ine, you was right. I can acknowledge being wrong. All of the gang niggas that was talking this shit about 6ix9ine, you were right. I was wrong. He's 100% a gang member. You should have listened to the gang rules. He absolutely can't snitch. I would definitely not pick somebody on my basketball team that only plays handball. Not if there was other people that play basketball. Yeah, so I could admit being wrong. Look at Styles P with the wife. Styles P in the green. Green team, let's go. Who else is joining the green team? Become a bag swinger. I be seeing the freaking IG models in real life, and I'm not real good with faces. Rolled up the rug. Yeah, I make jokes, man. Yeah, so he's saying he was a street nigga. He's saying he was part of the gang. He was gang. So so I was wrong. All of the times I said that he was a civilian, he said he's gang. I was wrong. He's gang. He's saying he's out there. If he's sending out hits on people and he's trying to make things happen and whatnot and all this other stuff, then yeah, 100%. He snitched. He was 100% wrong. Period. And yep, they shouldn't even have been making him in the position they should have just let him be happy, talk with his little bit of shit, make his music, do the stuff that he do, not be involved in anything that was illegal. It wasn't necessary, I don't believe. Maybe they thought it was necessary. I don't know. Who am I, right? I don't believe it was necessary. Maybe it was necessary. Hold on one second. Hey, man, let's play something. There we go. I didn't misplace it. Is that it? God damn it. I misplaced it. Alright, shout out to that shit. They did give him the power. Look, I'm not arguing any of these things. All I'm saying is that the gang niggas that I know always trying to make a point. That he was out there calling shots and all this other shit. He confirmed he was calling shots. Therefore, I cannot say he was a civilian. Period. So I'm going to admit I was wrong. He is 100% not a civilian. They 100% played themselves. What the hell? Do you understand? If what he's saying is right, they knew better. They knew better. If what he is saying is right, they knew better. Tell me where I'm wrong. You trying to tell me them niggas didn't know better? They knew better. Tell me where I'm wrong. They knew better. Another one of Casanovi's homies folded. They all gonna freaking take a plea, man. They all taking a plea, yo. They knew better, yo. I don't know what to tell you. They knew better. What he's saying, if what he's saying is correct, it sounds like he was trying to feed him with the long handle spoon. You feel me? He was trying to make Tekashi feel like Tekashi was calling the shots, but Tekashi really wasn't calling the shots. But Tekashi think he calling the shots. Get it? So Tekashi say go shoot them niggas up. They not really going over there to shoot the nigga up. They really just going over there to fire a round in the air. But what happens when you firing around in the air, you're not really trying to hit the target, and then the bullet end up ricocheting and hitting some girl in the foot. You see, when they went and shot the W building up, what do you think that all them other shootings was about? Same thing. They were just pulling up, making a scene, making it look good for the young nigga. Don't worry. You know what I'm saying? We pay you 20 to do the hit, but you don't even gotta hit him. I'm gonna give you 10. Just shoot at him. With this new information, that's what all of this sound like happened to me. I could be wrong, but that's what sound like happened. And if that is what happened, they knew better. Tell me where I'm wrong. They knew better. And that's why, look, so for everybody that's super pissed off, you know what? I'm on y'all. I'm not mad and I'm not pissed off. I understand. Shout out to AG with the $10 drop. He said salute. I understand. I don't know what else to tell you. Yeah, tax style trial ain't start yet. Don't know what to tell you. He said it himself. Shotty could have told me that if I interviewed him, because I would have asked him. If I would have interviewed Shotty, he could have told us that. We would have been knew this information. Just saying. If I would have interviewed Shotty, we would have been knew this information. This would have been old news. We would have been talking about the last 2 years about how Tekashi been calling hits on people and didn't go to jail. We would have been talking about half of the shit that we have been talking about in regards to him. And that would have helped all of them niggas that is mad at Tekashi's situation. But niggas didn't want to talk. He did an interview with Rap Radar. How that wasn't something that was brought up? He did an interview with Rap Radar. Did they bring that up? All due respect to those guys, I'm not trying to go with them. But he did an interview with Rap Radar. Did they bring that up? Did they bring up the fact that Tekashi was literally calling hits? They might have. I don't know. Yeah, I know a ton of blood niggas. What the fuck? I know a ton of Crip niggas. What the fuck? I know a ton of hood niggas. They ain't part of nothing, but they get busy. What the fuck? I know niggas. Alright, I'm going to get back to the 10-minute videos, but y'all got to start making sure my 10-minute videos do 1K view and better. Copy? Start sharing my fucking videos. I'm going to start getting back to doing the 10-minute videos. But my 10-minute videos need to be doing 1K views and better. Start sharing my shit, please. I 100% think they had some fault in Miss Lady C. Miss Lady C said, right, Frost? I don't think it was necessary either. They could have just let him ride and backed him silently. They had some fault in it too. I 100% agree. I think that's what they actually intended on doing. But when people started going after him for being a Mexican rapper from Brooklyn with rainbow-colored hair, I think that's when Treyway actually had to step into the forefront, because they couldn't let people start attacking him like that. You feel me? So I just wish they would have figured out a better way to do it. Is that good to say? You can share it on anything. You don't gotta just share it on YouTube. You can share this on Facebook. Share the video, share the link anywhere. I don't care where you share it. Make a Reddit page. The only ones that don't fold is because they have no one to roll on. Somebody once said that to me. Somebody told me this, right? Somebody that was in the feds told me that there's only two type of people in the feds. Niggas that got snitched on and niggas that would have wished they snitched. Just something to think about. Just something to think about. That's what somebody told me. Two type of niggas and two type of niggas in the feds. Those that snitched and those that wish they snitched. That's what some niggas told me. More that I think that's a whole saying. If I did the crime, I do the time, but I'm not doing time for someone else. Well, generally speaking, okay, so whenever so I look at it like this. I just want to be clear on something. If you're a criminal, part of your job is to not go to prison. And at the same time, part of your job is to go to prison. So if you're a criminal, you're trying your hardest to not go to prison, but if you actually do go to prison, that's also part of your job. Yeah, but because one person held it down, that doesn't mean everybody else did. Shout out to the dude that held it down. And the reason why we shouting the dude out is because most people don't hold it down. Why will who say what, Net Stars? We're about to get up out of here. We about to get up out of here. I'm about to let y'all go. Pull up for morning coffee tomorrow, Sunday morning. Pull up for morning coffee tomorrow. Hold on, I'm gonna read some more of these comments before we get up out of here. Suzette says Shotty wasn't gonna really pay anyone to make a hit because he knew he was guilty of not paying those guys. No, I believe Shotty didn't want to be attached to any murders. So while Tekashi was busy out there trying to get niggas to go murder niggas for real, I believe Shotty didn't want to be attached to any murders. And then on top of that, it might also be Shotty didn't want to go have some niggas he grew up with get murdered, have some niggas murdered that he grew up with. You know, you understand what I'm saying? For Tekashi. One of the things that stand out a lot to me about what people said about Shotty is, especially the women, they made him sound like he was really family oriented. They made it sound like he was really family oriented. You feel me? So I think he just wasn't gonna just kill any of them niggas for Tekashi, and he also didn't want to kill anybody because he don't want to be involved with any murders. So I believe he was just telling people to not kill the niggas and just to scare the niggas. That's what I think was happening. But I don't know. I didn't speak to him. AZ says a rat can't talk about another man ratting without the proper paperwork. That's how we determine that integrity matters. That's a great point. That's a great point. You're saying that he doesn't have integrity because he's a rat. So therefore, how we gonna believe him when he say another person rat? Okay, that's one way to look at it. I mean, some other people might look at it as a rat would know a rat. Other people might also look at it as if he's working with the government, he would know other people who was working with the government also. But I do understand your point. Nestar says, CEO Chris Jack, I find it strange he would blast Jim Jones like that. Nothing to gain from it. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why 6ix9ine. Different people for different reasons. How do you know when a rat is telling the truth or a cat? I'm gonna assume. Okay, just so we can be clear, y'all know y'all calling him a rat, right? You're not calling him a liar. Y'all do know that that's what y'all calling him, right? You're calling him a rat. You're calling him a snitch. You're not calling him a liar. Just, I get it, the lack of integrity thing. I'm going to agree with that. A cat doesn't know a rat better than another rat. Well, yeah, that's why that exactly. You're saying you're saying the basically the opposite of what dude said. That's my point. Like, you know, just like he made a good point, that's also another point that a lot of people make. All right, I'm gonna let y'all get up out of here. I'm gonna call out the drops real quick if y'all don't mind. Shout out to, I'm gonna call out the drops real quick. Shout out to Lex Luger with the $10 drop. Shout out to we just got another drop. I'll call out the drop. So shout out to Lex Luger with the $10 drop. Wait, shout out to Kelly with the $15 drop. Shout out to Lex Luger with the $10 drop. Shout out to Lex Luger again with the $15.01 drop. He was trying to do Petty Wars, but you can't do Petty Wars. She's currently at a concert with Dirk. She's at a Dirk concert. Shout out to Net Stars with the $10 drop. Shout out to Miss Lady C with the $11 drop. And shout out to Bear with the $25 drop. He said, go get a haircut. I'll think about it. The people around here, I don't like the way they cut hair. I went and got a haircut. I did not like the way my hair was cut. I just did not like it. I'm not wasting my money with that guy again. Hold on. Somebody just sent me a thing.
Yo, wait. Let me get this off. Yo, Jim. Jim. Yo, Wack. Let me just get this off my shoulders, right? Let me just get this off my shoulders to show you what type of I am and why it's still early. Shoulders. Jim Jones, right? He ran with the same I ran with a decade before I met him. Jim Jones, the Dipset, the that was just over there dancing on verses. Jim Jones was running with Shotty, Cafano Jordan, right? Mel Matrix, Jamel Jones, Road Murder, Roland Martin. He was running Fu Banger, Fuquan. I forgot his last name, Fuquan. He was running with all of the cats I ran with and got a daddy for. You know what Jim Jones did? That did not take care of none of them. Because when I ran to them, Shotty was sleeping on the rug. Madison between Tompkins and Troop. Mel Murder was on Gates and Marcus Garvey with his baby mother. Roland Martin was just doing 9 years. He blew trial. That make them. That take care of them. From Shotty was sleeping on a rug, that driving a 6'3" Benz in 6 months, living in a condo, doing meetings with Kanye. Kanye was taking him to Yeezy meetings, board meetings. Matrix had his own, everything on his own. His kids was eating. Roland Martin came home to a new AP, watch, money, cars, everything. That Jim Jones did not take care of none of his. I took care of him. And on top of that, Jim Jones was caught on wiretap telling Jamel, look, Jim Jones was caught on wiretap. Jim Jones was caught on wiretap on my case, he was telling the big homie Mel Matrix, Jamel Jones, to go and get rid of my security. How you do it? How you shoot at them? They don't got no license to carry weapons, don't nothing in New York. How is that free right now?
Oh.
Pull up the wiretap of conspiracy attempted to commit murder. Why is that not in jail? You tell me. Why you think he don't mention my name? I know you.
Sheesh. You just got dog shit enough. You ain't got it. It's too early.
Got too federal.
Yo, put it like this. If I was on a wiretap saying, we gonna kill us, bro. Yeah, now that's a fact. Look, trust me. The back door to his crib be open all of the time. All you gotta do is push the latch, hit it with the little knife, hit the thing, swipe it up, and push the door in. That's all you gotta do. Then we all go down, and you don't go down.
You heard that tape
Jimmy
yourself?
not in the room. No, the tape's on the internet.
Yeah, that's public info.
That's on the internet. But he's not here to defend himself.
Yo, if you think I'm lying, pull it up on YouTube right now and let it play on Clubhouse.
6ix9ine. It don't matter. Go on YouTube. It's coming out.
Wait. That right there, look, you a weirdo, man, because that's on the internet.
That's a fact.
Put it up right now, Jim. Jim Jones with Melly Matrix on the phone saying how to kill 6ix9ine security. Pull it up right now.
Hey, yo, Six, tell me about Desiree Perez.
You already know about Desiree Perez. Like I said,
I totally disagree with your Desiree Perez.
Yo, is that Blueface in the background? That sounds like Blue. Anyway, I'm gonna let y'all go. Look, I just want to let y'all end on that. I want to let y'all end on that, since that's what the show is about. This is up to y'all. If you have any other things that you want to think about this particular show, after this loads up, go and drop some comments on this video. After this load up, go and drop some comments on this video. I'm going to pin the best. Well, obviously, I'm going to pin the, we got our timestamps back, so I'm going to pin those. But go and comment on the video. I've been answering a lot of our comments that we've been getting on all of our videos lately. So please comment on as many videos as much as you can. That helps me to see which videos I'm going to start making more videos of. Okay, so that wasn't Blueface? Okay. It was Kiddo? Okay. Appreciate y'all. I don't know these things. I need you guys to help me sometime. Alright, so I'm going to let y'all go. I called out the drops. I appreciate you guys. I love all of y'all. Pull up tomorrow. Morning coffee. If you got anybody still awake in your household tonight, give them a hug. Tell them you love them. You don't never know what's going to happen tomorrow. Give people their flowers while they're still here. Also, when we wake up, we want to drink water. Water is extremely important. We want to drink some water with some good alkaline in it. As you can see, this one is 8.88 pH alkaline. We want that. We want to be able to put minerals in our body. Think about when you drink water like this. You want to put minerals in your body. All water isn't good water either. With that being said, like, comment, subscribes, join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Boomers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I get on this one. I'm out.
We have packages that will help you fully monetize your brand and events. Let's build you a channel that'll have you looking like a pro while streaming to Apple TV, Roku, Amazon, Fire TV, Samsung TV, and more. Visit us at www.netstarslive.online for more info. Netstars Live, making your streams come true.
Somebody already got kicked. Dope. Somebody already got kicked. Dope.
Say the wrong thing and get the bags. With the force of everything that I have. Say the wrong thing and get the bags. Oh, now you niggas salty and you mad. Niggas say the wrong thing and get thrown out the conversation. Throw up two fingers and tell them, please don't keep the drama waiting. Bye. Donate to the cause and hit the cash app. And if you ain't got it, them likes are free. Go and smash that. BBN, hit that with a hashtag. Sick with the content, come around and need a hazmat. Jack Frost, yeah, you dudes need to back off. You got the work around here, yeah, we all tip our hats off. Keep the same name, that's what you point for. But if you coming back in, put a 2.0. Big bags, and you asking what they heavy for. Foot and ass be going hella crazy with the petty wars. Good conversation, that's what we be really ready for. Good conversation like being on the bottom of a heavy whore. Nah, why niggas be like that? Unsubscribe and tell them, yo, hey, I'll be right back. Say the wrong thing and get the bags. With the force of everything that I have. Say the wrong thing and get the bags. Oh, now you niggas salty and you mad. Niggas say the wrong thing and get the bags. With the force of everything that I have. Say the wrong thing and get the bags. Oh, now you niggas salty and you mad. Niggas say the wrong thing.
Yeah, bags. We just kicked that guy straight out the door. We don't got time for that. We hold those over here. Who the fuck is that dude? Hold on. Can we get bags in the chat? Y'all don't see it, but somebody got hit with bags. Can we get all the bags?